Willow Sloane here. I'm joined by Liz Ohl from Simple Styling Solutions. Liz, every day you're helping people present their homes in the very best way possible to get them the very best sale price possible. And I love some of the wonderful, clean, simple, fresh outcomes that you deliver for your clients. Can you tell me, when you walk into a property, what are some of the sort of key design principles that you're applying in order to get that great outcome for clients?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And I think the best thing that we can ever, advice we can ever offer any of our clients is really starting simply, as you said. And that can be as simple as decluttering and cleaning the house. So we can style and make the furniture look beautiful.
Yeah.
But if you can't actually see the beauty in all of it because there's too much around, that can detract from it. So first and foremost, we always tell our clients that they must declutter and clean their property so it can actually shine in itself before we beautify with decorative items and different furniture.
Yeah, okay, great. So we're obviously heading out of the cooler months and into the warmer months. Note that I don't say winter because I don't reckon we can call Gold Coast winter. Winter, given I'm from Canada, I would know. So we're headed into a new season. What are some of the, from interior design, what are some of the trends, new trends that you're seeing come out this season?
Yeah, I think it's really important. The biggest thing about selling your home is making sure that people feel welcome and connected when they get into it. So when we're in winter, we really try and make the home feel warm. And you do that by introducing really, deeper colours, heavier textures like your wools and your furs and, creating warmth through those different items. So as we're coming into summer, and as you know, the Gold Coast, we've got really warm summers, we really want to create cool. So people walk in, they don't feel sweltered and overwhelmed and heavy when they get in there. So you can do that by introducing different colours and textures, and that's where we really go for our lighter colours and, sticking with your coastal themes, which are, definitely your whites, your neutral beiges, sage greens are really in trend, your really light blues and your dusty pinks, and not overwhelmed with heavy colours. And then in terms of what materials we use, we try to introduce a lot of like jute, seagrass, canes, linen, lighter feeling, cooler feeling textures and materials.
Okay, great. For anyone out there who's maybe a homeowner and they've been in their property for a long time, they've collected all sorts of different items over the years, different styles, there's maybe not a real cohesive connectivity throughout the home, but if they want to achieve that, what are your kind of few steps? What are the first few steps that they could take?
And this is something we commonly see, and we see it in my home too. We buy items that mean things to us or that create memories, and that sometimes inhibits the ability for it to cohesively flow, as you mentioned. So it's finding with the homeowners, what we do is try and find a style that they're almost at, and pulling items back that don't quite meet that. So if it is a coastal home, but it's got some heavier pieces or heavier timbers, that's where we suggest to maybe swap some things in and out. Yeah. So when you walk in the door, whatever style that you've got happens from the minute you walk in that front door to the end, because it's more visually appealing when you feel like you're in a consistent flow from that home. So it's working out what style that homeowner's got, pulling items that don't quite match it.
Okay.
And that can just mean like it's only pulled for your photos and open homes. Doesn't mean that we can't have them in your home. It's just finding what looks visually most attractive to the potential person walking in that might want to buy your home.
Great. And so I know that you also love to use a lot of greenery and plants in your designs. For any of the non-green thumbs out there, what's a great indoor plant that looks beautiful from a design perspective, but that maybe is really hard to kill?
Yeah. That's me.
Okay.
I am really bad with greenery. But the thing about having greenery in your home, and that's another one of our top 10 tips that we give homeowners, is having greenery because it gives life.
Yeah.
It purifies the air. It's visually beautiful and gives a pop of colour. So greenery is incredibly important. Now, the surefire way that someone can't kill a plant is by having an artificial one.
Okay.
And we use a lot of artificial greenery in our staging, and it's getting much better quality. They're not necessarily cheap. But they're hearty, they never die, and they look good. So, you can purchase artificial ones. The other ones that are definitely in trend are like your succulents, and I've got a few here.
Yeah.
Succulents, cactus, they're so in trend at the moment. And they're just nice little visual ones to have around. Monsteras are really good too, really hard to kill. And ones that don't need watering all that much, particularly a home that's not occupied or people aren't around to put the plants in and out and give them water. Either go for the ones that don't require much watering, are okay to sunlight, or definitely go the artificial.
Beautiful. Okay, I've got one last question for you. It's not interior design related. It's about the Gold Coast. Can you tell me what your number one favorite place on the Gold Coast is? Whether it's to go alone by yourself or take the kids or date night with hubby, number one.
Oh, I knew you were going to ask this question, and it's a really tough one for me. I've lived on the Gold Coast nearly all my life, and I have 3 beautiful girls and a husband that have all been here as well with me, and we have so many nice places that we like to go. So when I was thinking about this one, I thought I'm going to tell you what means the most to me, a place that means the most to me, and that is Laguna Park at Palm Beach. Okay. My kids absolutely love going there. My husband and I were married at Laguna Park, and so too were his parents. So it means a lot to us. It's not the most trendy out there place, but it means a lot to us, and we love visiting there. But my husband and I, it's our 10-year anniversary this week coming up. And we are going to celebrate by a night down in Salt, down the coast. And we're going to go to Bombay Cricketers Club. That's one of our all-time favourite restaurants.
Fabulous.
So it's hard to pinpoint one, but that's a couple of places that mean a lot to us.
That's great. Well, congratulations on 10 years.
Thank you.
Thanks for chatting with me, Liz from Simple Styling Solutions.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.